Hello everybody, Treno here, and today we're looking at the French AMX 32105, which is a new French tank that is coming in the upcoming winter update. Now, I don't usually look at tanks I've not really got a chance to test drive, and as this is a higher tier vehicle, I haven't got this as a test drive vehicle, but I've basically decided to look at this for one reason. And that is basically something that was advertised about this vehicle that isn't actually on the vehicle. Now, the AMX 32105 is in at battle rating 9.0 just before the AMX 32, which is the 120mm variant. And it is practically the same. Same turret rotation speed, vertical guidance, hull armour, turret armour, crew. The 105 variant weighs 2 tons less and has about 155 less horsepower, but still does the same speed. Unfortunately, the reload rate is also the same. Now, as I mentioned in the devblog video I did about this tank, it does specifically say that one of the perks of this tank is basically being a faster firing variant. Do you want to go for the harder hitting 120mm variant or the faster firing 105mm variant? Now, of course, I mentioned in that video that didn't make any sense because every 105mm variant has an 8.7 second reload rate, which is the same as the 120mm variant. So, basically, the whole big selling point of this vehicle isn't actually a selling point because it's not actually, faster firing. It's not a bad tank. I mean, it's only at 9.0 versus 9.3, and this is a very good addition to the French tech tree. But I don't know why they couldn't just, advertise it as a, slightly less effective variant of the AMX 32. It's a lower battle rating, so it's not a huge deal. It's still pretty effective. It has a high explosive shell and smoke shells, which the 120mm variant doesn't. It has 400mm of heat penetration versus 480 for the AMX 32, which is, of course, Heat FS. This is just a regular heat shell. And the Sabo round isn't that bad. It's 350mm versus 388 at 500 meters. Yeah, 38mm less isn't exactly end of the world, to be honest. Sorry, I just kind of expected this to happen, and yeah, I don't know why they have done it this way. It would have taken literally, I mean, like I said, it took me literally 2 seconds to realise that didn't make any sense, the faster reload rate. I'm sure it'd be a fine tank, but I don't know why they couldn't just advertise it as a regular tank. I don't know why they had to start, claiming stats that were blatantly not real. Now, okay, caveat, this is the dev server. It could change. This was labelled as work in progress. It is no longer marked as that, so I suspect they're not going to change it. Maybe they will. Maybe I'll be wrong. We'll have to see when the update comes out, which I suspect will be very soon. Anyway, just a short, slightly ranty video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'll carry on watching these sort of videos. I've been Torino, and I'll see you next time.